Gamers, the Bazaar is a crazy place, and we are back with the first post-patch video. We're just going to launch it up here. I heard they raised the cooldown on most items by 1 second flat. I have no idea how that's going to affect the meta. The way I play the game, I get beaten by something a lot, and then I try to mimic it. And I just maybe like make some jokes along the way. 12 gold and 3 income? An enchanted... Choose an enchanted item? Choose a gold tier skill. This is all crazy, man. I mean, this is like the most fun. We gotta give it a chance. Deadly grenade. Healing amber. Toxic ambergris, sorry. Heal equal to this item's value. Poison equal to 10% of its heal. I'm like... I don't think I could get you going. Deadly grenade seems potentially pretty good. Heal equal to 10 times this item's poison. I have a hard time imagining you popping off. Because, like, I can add heal to you pretty easily. I don't know, it's fun, man. Here's the thing. Like, this is, like, for noob stomping early, this could go crazy. Hang on, I just started the video and I have a push notification on Discord that has then been deleted. Oh, I don't know. Because on the Discord, they said, I was in the middle of a game and the servers just went down. I don't know, we'll see. It's easier to add heal by buying aquatics than it is to add heal by adding poison. I'm gonna try the toxic ambergris. I think it'll be slow to get going. But I do think there's a world in which this could be... At the very least, I think it'll be interesting. Let's put it that way. And getting the jellyfish off of that is kind of nice too. Now, right now, yes, it is doing 0. That's not ideal. But we have a cove as well for like financial purposes moving forward. I guess if we're gonna try to make this go, we would love to get a cooldown reduction and then put it on ambergris. If ambergris is gonna be like our big poisoner, I don't know, man. We'll figure it out, okay? It is doing no poison and healing us for 5 right now, but you know. I think grenade was probably the smartest play, but this has the potential to, I don't know, be interesting at the very least. Yes, we absolutely need to upgrade our bronze items. What the heck? What have I done? Bro, what have I done? I think I gotta go back to the main menu real quick. I've made a huge mistake. Resume me, please. Click the resume button. I want to level ambergris as fast as possible because we get more value, but I thought there was a world in which maybe I could upgrade all my bronze, or maybe they removed that from the game because it was insanely powerful, which is fair enough. 1 poison, baby, we're in there. I'm going to take a neutral item, right? Or is it a loot, well, loot item or XP? I think we'd like to get... I mean, I'm not going to say the loot is very likely to help us out, so let's run with this. Now, I think our run is horrendous here. And I think, like, there's a good chance it may maintain being horrendous for, like, a long time. But if it pops, we'll be legends forever. Obsidian brass knuckles. This has double damage. This has double damage. I mean, 64 damage is a lot. It does take you 8 seconds to go. Honestly, if anything, I'm like most scared about what the marbles are doing, man. We should lose this, right? I think, I don't know. Like, they're hitting us pretty slow, but I'm hitting them pretty slow. The 14 health. 14 health would maybe keep us alive for a second. Oh, we get there. Okay, maybe a little bit lucky. Just keep focusing on the ambergris, man. We can make it pop. We can do something with it. It is nice to have a guaranteed enchanted start, I guess. Honestly, I would love to spend 2 gold to roll and get a more useful skill. We did not have that happen. I think we spent 2 gold on nothing. And I know it looks crazy, but we could put this here. And I don't know. I mean, Cove goes pretty fast. It goes a lot faster than Piranha. You could set it up like that. Give me a skill, I guess, now that I think... Or do you want bronze tier... No, you want a small silver tier item, maybe. The Sunderer. We'll hold it for now. There's a lot of aquatic health, toughness, and shield items. What did I tell you? What did I tell you, boys? That's one of them. This is another one of them. And then I think I'm just going to sell you right off the bat. It is kind of tempting to run the Cove upgrade. It costs 6. I'd have to sell out to get there. I'm not willing to do that. In fact, I think it's better to cut you out here and then run that and that to get way more shield, which will give us like way more survivability. And you all laughed at ambergris when it was doing 0 poison. Yeah, well, guess what? Now it's doing 2 poison. How do you feel about that? I think there's a chance we lose this, but just to get haste, especially with cooldowns being high, my hypothesis is that haste is going to be quite valuable. Like, if we could get haste on the ambergris. You probably want it on your weapon right now, because it actually gets the buff, but... Haste on the ambergris, so the 7-second cooldown is actually like, well, I don't know, like 5 seconds instead. It's still quite a long time, but... Just this bronze seashell is keeping us going, though. Like, with so many aquatic items. Realistically, I don't know how high your healing is ever going to get, but I gotta give it a try. Let's see what you got going on here. Okay, your items have plus 4% crit chance. I'm not going to turn up my nose at a skill. It's not what we wanted, but... I'm not going to turn up my nose at it. This is huge, because that's half a poison. That might not seem... huge when I put it that way, but okay, we like it. I mean, we gotta take the beach ball, man. Hasting these items seems insanely valuable. I guess I'll buy it, sell it, and buy it. And then maybe cut Piranha and run beach ball. Beach ball goes every 5 seconds. Okay. Like, listen, I'm recognizing 100%. I'm putting a lot of faith in an item that heals for 5 per second and poisons for half per second. But, unlike a lot of items in this game, it has built-in scaling, which is not something that's easy to find in all avenues, man. They have a lot of shields. They don't do any damage, though. We actually, it sounds crazy. If we apply poison fast enough, we win this. Because they have no heal. They have very slow poison, no heal. We have faster poison and some heal. We just need to not die to the sandstorm. Which is not going to happen, man, because they're dead in 2 seconds. We're 2-0, man! 1200 shield will not save you in this situation. And again, if we could just get ambergris up one more level... What do you got for me? Bronze tier loot. I'd rather have bronze tier item. Could be aquatic. It is. It's an aquatic item that's a perfect fit. So, a charge item. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. You move. You go here. Okay. We want. Basically, I feel like we only want to see aquatics. What do I have in my bag again? Piranha. This is what I'm looking for. Small and mediums. You're a stud. Holy cow. It's actually getting kind of scary. Like, I'm not scared, but it's getting kind of scary. You're an aquatic item. I'll buy you. I'll probably just sell you. Seaweed I do want to have on the board. What's its cooldown at? It might be 6 seconds. 7 seconds! Maybe I'd like my board to expand first. I don't know. I don't know if we can XP max here, but we'll try. Like if we level up, if we can put seaweed on the board, we have like a really, really solid aquatic type board, man. And I gotta I'm not taking Chum Bucket on the board, or off the board. You might be thinking that that's the one that has to go. The extra crit chance that we're getting on every single item is like, it's massive, man. I do want to take a peek at something, if you'll give me a second here. It did more poison than the pufferfish, man. It shows how often it went off. I didn't take the loot! It's not critical for our build, but like, it's not very smart. I think I just want, like, you're gonna go off a lot. There's no doubt about that. But like, while we're here, I'll put 2 extra poison on you. I would love to stack up a ton of poison on you. And B1 and B2. Am I crazy to say that with B1 and B2, we want to put it on seaweed? And then our board will expand. Upgrade a bronze tier item or get a skill. I think there's a case to be made that like this is pretty much the squad for a while. So I'm gonna, we should be able to hang in this long enough for the 4% to tick up high. So let's just go for extra pufferfish damage. As a 2-0 Vanessa. I'm still scared of burst, obviously. Are you surrounded by the right things? A charge item and a 5-second cooldown. Yeah, okay, let's give it a try.
Go ahead.
I also should think maybe it's worth just deliberately fighting fish-like enemies. Some things never change, man. Lifesteal Cutlass with a shiny seaweed. All I'm gonna say is they don't scale. They heal very, very nicely, but they don't scale. We heal, well, we don't scale. Well, actually, our seaweed scales. That's a good point. We're going to win. It looks like their board mogs us bigly, but we actually destroyed them immensely. Now, if anything, cut the piranha for a better aquatic. I want to see how 33. Okay, so the pufferfish is mogging now, but the ambergris is still. It can be like a mini seaweed and a mini pufferfish in a small item. It seems like an interesting idea. You're never gonna make it onto the board, I think. Dude, I just gotta let you know, skills are expensive, man. I can't just be, like, buying them willy-nilly. Similarly, this guy's shop is expensive to reroll. Could upgrade a bronze. To be honest with you, or you know what we could do, now that you're right. This is a perfect opportunity to possibly duplicate a bronze. You must have aquatic items. So do you, but we should XP max if we can. To be honest, looking at what this fellow's got, I'm not really that invested. Maybe you hold an illusory just for the chance to enable, like, slow skills to pop? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. Either way, I mean, this is ridiculous, but I do feel kind of invincible right now. Hang on, I've been pinged again, man. The pings, they never stop, man! The pings, they come and go like Sufjan Stevens' Chicago. Nice to have to sell, at least. Maybe some poison skills. This is bad. I mean... Am I crazy to think, like, I don't think this is normally very useful, but this might be one of the rare circumstances in which it's a... Wow, they look cooler now. I could upgrade a bronze. That's true. But I could also duplicate, potentially. You're probably, like, a stud. Because you're part of our poison build. This is what I was thinking, is like, I don't think we want to duplicate Chum Bucket. But I think we might want to duplicate Seashell just to get more shielding. And then the way that it would look is like you would cut piranha, sell upgrade hammer to get a silver one of these, buy the bronze one of these, and that's like a lot of shield, man. Then you probably buy the chum bucket anyway. Sell the eel, sell the piranha, sell the coral armor. I don't think we need the catfish. We have, like, ambergris is kind of doing what we want catfish to do, except scaling. We could buy narwhal to buff us, and then sell narwhal. We don't have to sell it yet, I guess. I'll take a free aquatic item. Wow, that's a great one, because it also sells for a crazy amount of money, man. Okay, so our shielding is really good, our healing is pretty good, and our poison is pretty good. But the game is a little broken. It's going to disconnect us. Oh, it's not going to disconnect us. But I got hope, man. I got hope. I got more growing pains than Maggie. They have a weather glass build with no multicasting yet. They do have a lot of haste and some scaling on crit, and they have a weapon that's guaranteed to crit. But we got a lot of healing, man. I think we win this. We're gonna see our health bar go down a little bit from time to time, I think, but we're applying like a lot of poison pretty quick. And you're my ride or die. I can never leave you behind, unfortunately. But you're kind of a jack of all trades. You're very helpful, man. More poison than pufferfish. More heal than seaweed. Yep, it's ambergris. Which is probably not even how I'm pronouncing it, but... or it's not how it should be pronounced, I should say, but... I'll take a peek. We have medium items here that we could use. You're really not supposed to just have weapons. So you're an aquatic item, but you're so expensive, man. I could buy you for 12, then gain 3 value off the cells. I just don't think you can justify this. It's just too... And this is the problem with ambergris. It becomes more expensive to buy aquatic items, or any item, as time goes on. So the scaling is going to slow down. But we'll see what we can do. Great time to just get a pelt, I think. If only there would be like aquatic chocolate bars. That would hit the spot, man. Some aquatic chocolate bars would really... I'd be snacking right now for sure. You know, like Swedish fish. We tried. It's nice to get 4 wins already, though, with what I thought was like a little bit of a meme at the start, but... Obsidian Fang. Okay, well, Portishead had a wandering star. You didn't hear them crying about it. I'm gonna go Trash Town Mare, and this time, for once, we don't want augmented weaponry, but we would love augmented defenses to make our seashells go to the moon. I don't even think seashell is like the best item to have been duped, but I do think it fills more of a need than chum. It was only seashell and chum that could work. If dupe seaweed maybe makes us like invincible, but... Nice pepper spray. Would be a shame if it didn't alter the outcome of the fight at all.
Smear campaign.
Sheldon Cooper, man. Sheldon Cooper. When you sell a small item, this gains 10 shields. How about I sell you right now? I'm gonna take the 10 extra gold just to give us more fodder for this. You sell mediums. Friends are gonna tend to be aquatic, I think. That was honestly there was no need for that, but it was a little lucky. And ammo items. I think health is something, but a small non-weapon could be aquatic. Either way, like no matter what happens in the fight today, we have a ton of money to spend tomorrow, which should be good for ambergris, which is really something you just keep around as a piggy bank, but instead I've made it like an indispensable part of my strategy here. You're gonna have a submarine that's gonna burn us a little bit. The burn is inconsequential. And the shield is inconsequential. I'm sorry, I didn't expect that we would be just going 5-0 right off the bat here, but what can I say? They're calling him the best to ever do it, I suppose. I would already consider this video a success. Now, the rather expensive upgrade that maybe should be applied to the pufferfish instead, but you're team captain, so you get the choice. Items, that seems like the sort of thing I could be interested in. Oh! Thank you so much. That's not aquatic. Probably worth buying though. What do you wait, you don't pay extra for anything. Okay. Which is rare in today's world, if you've been watching the news lately. I think that the play, because cooldowns are at a premium, the play is beach ball hastes one more item.
The quicker the fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I can live with that. Trash Golem is like an ammo merchant. So I think we fight Dire Mosquito for cooldown reduction and aim to put it on probably the ambergris, because it's a small diamond item, so I respect it. Maybe, wait, Sabretooth, maybe small diamond item would have been nice to lower the cooldown. We should look for that from a monster merchant in the future. I forget what it's called, but it can be valuable. Because, like, that would take off 2.1 seconds, man. Guy who had to multiply 1 times 0.94 to find out what the result is, yeah, that would take off 2.1 seconds.
We barely got our flags up.
Well, as you get older, you might find this relatable. Your brain yesterday is not necessarily the brain today, and that can be positive or negative. This is a purchase. Let's liquidate. This is a purchase and a purchase. Thank you for stocking a ton of aquatic items. I greatly appreciate it. We should store that to sell at a shop that pays a premium for it, but whatever. There are aquatic weapons, just maybe not too many of them. Infernal! I think we could take you because nothing has killed me so far. That's logic that seems to make sense to me. You're going to apply a lot of burn at some point. I don't even remember your other burn items, a +4 burn. I got a lot of confidence in this, man. The healing crit, the seaweed crit. If we could haste some healing items that would really hit the spot. Can I tell you what happens? Like, I saw the game slow down, and I looked at his health and said, but he's not at 0 health. It must be bugged. Then I realized, oh yeah, the fight can also end when you die. What is this build? Wait, I'm not trying to be insulting. It doesn't do anything. You have an ambergris. You may have noticed I also have one. But like, what does it do, man?
Defeat does not.
On that time, I saw this go off, and I was like, "Oh no, what happened again? I just lost." But I didn't. I should look at the recap again just to make sure ambergris is holding its weight, pulling its weight, I suppose. Okay, small items. We got a reasonable amount of gold. None of those are part of our plan. You're kind of part of our plan, but it's getting mighty expensive to keep buying the aquatics, and you are worth 78. Could have gone for the XP, but I'm a simple man. I see aquatics, and I think to myself, let's give it a chance.
Little secret. You're the only air breather I like.
They are getting quite expensive, though.
Scrape off the barnacles. Good as new.
What did she say? Let's go gold tier skills.
I am not a warrior. I am just a man who has lived alone.
When you crit with an item, it gains crit chance. You could maybe make this space for Chum Bucket to leave if you do that. There's nothing I'd really rather put on it. I guess I could put you on it. No, I don't respect it. I think we could find something better. When you use a friend, burn Tua? I'm gonna go for this. Just because I don't think that the burn is gonna be immaterial, I think. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And then, at some point, we may get an enchantment which gives us slow, and 4 seconds of freeze will be less immaterial, which is probably an awkward way to phrase it, but you get the idea. We probably don't need to be rolling like a bronze seashell at this point either, but I don't think we really found anything better. I don't think the catfish was the right pick, honestly. I'm happy with what we got. You're still a stud, man. You're still the one I run to, the only one I belong to. You're still the one I kiss goodnight and all that type of stuff. Health hasn't been an issue, man. Give me 5 gold permanently. And you know what? Let's take a look in the dig site.
Because you're gonna get dirty.
Okay, there is a slow. I'm not obsessed with it though. Painting is like I hate to say it because it's kind of not the most exciting item, but painting is like a piggy bank for us, and I'm using my other piggy bank as like the most important item on my board, so I think I gotta get something that allows us to keep this scaling engine going. You have a scaling engine. You have a lot of small items. In fact, you have a small item that freezes an item. That's hot, man. Please don't freeze my ambergris or my seaweed. I guess you can't freeze them both, probably, which is nice for us. Yeah, I think you're done, man. I think you're done. Unfortunately, my whale blubber or whatever this is too powerful for you, traveler. I know, by the way, I haven't adjusted anything on my board in like in like 5 days, and it's day 8. But I mean, it's kind of sick right now. We'll take a look. I don't know. You might have like an enchanted item that changes stuff for us. Do we want a haster? Like I could pull you. I can't pull you because you and you are package deals. I guess you could, if you thought that ambergris was just going to get the job done by itself, you could pull, and then just put this out there. First, though, I think it's an interesting idea. I really hate to get rid of the masterpiece so early, but like you're responsible for more poison than these two put together. So just getting you to like go off more frequently might be nice. Not aquatic. Okay. Understandable though. Loot. We don't have many friends in our stash apparently. I'll take the silver loot. Beautiful. And well, you know what? It might be good to get but it's great to get the XP so we can get the enchantment faster. And this will be a good test to see if the water wheel can actually get pumping. Now, the water wheel should be between items that go faster. I made a mistake with the ambergris on that one, but let's see how it pops, man. It is kicking things off like a little bit faster. We would probably... Wow! Oh, that's hot, man. We did win. I don't think we have the right board. You probably want a pearl if we're talking about a small aquatic that would fit what we got going on. I know you could give me an aquatic for free, but you sell small and mediums. We gotta look... Come on, man. Yes! My goat!
Okay, now sell me something.
So, like, pufferfish would also work because it's a charger, but... Gone? Probably gone, if I'm being realistic. And it should be... Not you, obviously. Gone. I know that you would give us a freeze as well, but you're so slow. Gone. I guess it's Chum Bucket, man. Who would have thought? Chum Bucket goes over here. Your rightmost item is plus 8% crit chance. You go back over there. Items are just the type of thing I could use right now. You know what? Seems like a great time to get the Cove, and then like... It's tempting. It's tempting to sell out just to buff the ambergris, but I'm gonna chill. Okay, we're going up against another perfect build. I have no idea how to feel about it, but we're gonna give it a try. I don't know why it sounds like I'm C-3PO talking to R2-D2. Like I say something and then you answer the question and I go, well, I don't know how to feel about it, but I suppose we'll find out. Definitely a strong weapon. No question about that. We're something of a healer ourselves. Our items are something of hasted themselves. I'm dead.
I paint my
Yeah, the burn stacked up mighty quick. And the double crit damage is true. Okay. All right. I got a lot of pride. I got a lot of confidence in this run. Okay. What if we started hitting you with some drum and bass out of nowhere? That's a beautiful get, by the way. Enchant an item with haste effects. I'm so glad we didn't sell. Because now you have a 5-second cooldown, goes 1 second. And you use when you haste charge. Okay, I think that what you do, I think you actually sell Water Wheel. Oh no, but Water Wheel and Pufferfish will go crazy together. You probably don't need Beach Ball anymore. But you put Pufferfish back out. And then you give... It's complicated. You give haste to the Pearl. So every time the Pearl goes off, it hastes something else, which buffs the Pufferfish. I think I can leave it like this. And then you go here. I'm telling you, the Chum Bucket, the Seaweed, the Ambergris, they're all important. We don't have to sell anything yet.
Size dilutes the brain.
That's true. I read that somewhere. Honestly, might seem like kind of an insane play, but we oh, I don't have the cash for that, young pup.
I think that suits you beautifully.
Feel pretty good, I think. I do think, in spite of the fact that we just died, I think we're very hard to kill, man. And to be honest with you, we gotta go for big game hunting, man. The hard part here is we need to start with a haste. Like we need to get our engine started faster with like an aquatic rush skill or something like that. But once we get it started, the haste should be pretty much endless. Infinite, I guess, if you want to call it that. I think it's clear to me from fighting these other enemies, though, that like we actually are killable. Because the humans are not gonna... They're gonna put out way more damage than the AI, obviously. It's pretty useless, I think. Give me a free item. Not aquatic, of course, but any chance we could perhaps level up before we fight again? Yes, we can, now that I think about it. And probably a poison skill would hit the spot here. I have so few skills, man. I'm realizing. Your poison items have +2 poison. Your poison items have I'll settle for +6 poison on all poison items, I guess. It's another very strong Vanessa, unfortunately. I don't think we have any choice but to send it. We might be hitting, like... You know, in the same kind of way, like Dak Prescott is like a really good regular season QB, but he might not be able to get it done in the playoffs as of right now. That's kind of how I'm starting to feel about Ambergris. I'm like, I'm not totally sure that it's going to be able to stick around for life. It might be hitting kind of like its best before date. you know, in like the divisional or whatever. But we're holding actually on this one quite nicely. Yeah, I don't see a realm in which we don't make that one work.
I've got another salvo in me.
It's still the GOAT, man. It's still the GOAT. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can almost take everything else off the board. I'm not going to do that. That would be crazy, but... Free aquatic. We tried. The dig site is just more fun.
Need some
But you are an aquatic item. You do lower our cooldowns by 2%. You don't do anything. I'm gonna take this. It's also gonna be crazy for selling. I am gonna sell you immediately. Just to make the space. Now, dude, if we get Lord of the Wastes and we get this, or yeah, Lord of the Wastes, and we get the skill is maybe what we need to get rid of Chum Bucket. Although Chum Bucket is kind of like giving up space on the board for the skill, but not giving the advantage of the skill to our opponent, which could be kind of sick too.
Your strength is beautiful.
Thank you for that, thank you. I might just settle for Bar of Gold because it's impossible to screw up. I might just get Magic Carpet because that's all I can... I don't really control what I get at the end of the day. What's some gold tier loot, fella? Cooldown, cooldown. 12 extra shield on the Pearl is like a pretty size. That's like a almost 50% improvement, man. And then we're full on aquatics here. And I think you just... Rest assured, by the way, I'm aware of the expense involved in this. But also, you can't take it with you, is what I've been told. So we're gonna spend out like pretty heavy. We're gonna be living lavish. We're gonna be splashing a bit here. But it's just think, instead of thinking it like we spent so much money and got basically nothing, think about how many catalysts essentially we just bought. It's a pretty good deal for catalysts, man. Every aquatic item is like half of a poison. I don't know how... A pig seems like it's possible that they do what we do, but better. Because they are great at stacking health and... Oh, never mind. They got a giant ice club. First time you fall below half health, freeze an item for 99 seconds. We could tank that, man. Depending on the item, I think we could tank that. Stop freezing my... You've frozen, by far, my most useful items. Don't do that again. Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring the ball back now. They froze my Pearl. That's okay. That's okay. Dude, we got a good chance at a 10-piece here. And they would have told you. They would have told you you're a fool for not taking Deadly Grenade. But the toxic ambergris, they didn't believe in you. Only I believed in you. I will be the first to acknowledge as well, we're getting quite a lot of aquatic items. There's been sort of like a staggering amount of aquatic items that have shown up. And guess what? It's not gonna end. We'll take the Bazaar con on this one. And I'm going XP mode. AKA X Games mode. Do I want you? I want you. The Heretic director, who is Bob Dylan, if he directed Heretic and he was talking to his casting director, I want Hugh Grant, Grant. I want Hugh Grant. So bad, de-do. I actually, like, we have no problem getting you to haste. I actually think we'll just take a gold skill, man.
I understand.
Hate to spend 6 on it, but I'm looking for something. First 5 times, use your rightmost item, slow an item. Dude, that's crazy tech. I don't even mind leaving you on the right. It'll take longer to get a freeze, which is probably dumb. But you also start with a higher crit chance, so I don't really want to, like, move the Pearl. Or, well, I'm not going to move the Pearl, but I don't really want to move, like, Seashell over there. I'm willing to wait for it, I guess, is what he's Aaron Burr posting. By the way, when you use a small, charge a large, would kind of bring the whole run together at this point. That would hit the spot. But I'll take what I can get. Preferably not that. We don't put enough poison on you, I think, to really make this too useful. What happens if you create, like... Well, I was thinking damage ambergris, but I think it's too late. Damage seaweed kind of goes crazy, probably, right? How Bazaar seaweed deals damage equal to this item's heal, or like I don't even know what water wheel would do. When you use an adjacent, deal 20, and you would do 10 times your poison, but you scale like more indefinitely. I think we gotta put it on seaweed. It'll take a little bit till you match what we would get out of that, but still. Let's get some more aquatics if we can. That's totally fine with me.
Sad to say goodbye.
You're an aquatic.
Now, if that doesn't work out for you, come back for a refund.
What I like about this is that we still have prospects. Even if we lose today, we definitely still have prospects. We got money. We got Cove to give us more money. The run is good, like it's not busted. It's got great coverage, like it doesn't, it might lose to superior poison, to be honest, but the fiery pufferfish, it's a very similar build. I do think that they have no shield, which makes me think that maybe we kind of excel as a result of our obsidian seaweed, man. Because we'll be able to chip them down, whereas we have a shield that protects us. It's not even going to be close, man. It's not even going to be close. Well, that was honestly a pretty sweet run. I can't really complain about that one. Let me just take a peek here at the end. My goat, man. My goat. I don't know what you want me to say. It only went off 4 times, but sometimes that's all you need, man. Similarly, the obsidian seaweed did a fantastic job.
All of this is just training.
That's true. All of this is just training. 10 wins in 11 days is mighty nice. I just wanted to not move my mouse so I could take a screenshot here. And we'll Windows Shift S and pop that into the cringe collection. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. I have essentially no idea what's going on here. Yeah, but thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Or maybe not. Maybe we're not done yet. We've just hit gold 2 rank, and whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Later.